for the lying ham curl with this ab roller, when you initially set up, you want to make sure that your feet are in the middle, your feet are also straight, your feet are flexed, they're not turned out, they're not too wide. Nice hip width position, feet are flexed, in position, ready to go. We're lying back, and once you lie back in this position, you want to start with your butt in the air. So you already want to start where your hips are trying to move into extension. So I start with my butt off the floor. When I curl in, I maintain this foot flexed and pointed straight position. They do not turn out as I go into this movement. So I go into hip extension, I curl in. As I curl in, notice my hips continue to move into extension. So as my knees flex, my hips continue to extend until they're about 90 degrees, and then I come all the way down, slow, controlled. If you need to rest in between reps and put your booty on the ground, that's totally fine, but whenever you're ready to go at it again, get those hips up, and then go into your full lying ham curl again. It's also important that you still keep a little bit of hunch in your upper back, which can be challenging to do, but you don't want to excessively flare the low back. So when you pull, you don't want to use this low back to pull. Oftentimes, if you're not in hip extension, it's a lot easier to flare that low back or arch the low back. So get to hip extension, keep hip extension, keep driving those hips up to the sky, and most of the time you'll really engage those hamstrings and you won't have a problem with any low back issues or low back pain, arching, anything like that in the exercise. If this is super, super challenging for you, you can also set it up in such a way that you bring your feet in first, then go into hip extension, and then just come down in a nice slow eccentric, resetting at the ground, bringing your feet in, getting up into a hip extended position, and then coming down slow. That's a great modification for the lying ham curl if it's really tough for you to start from the bottom position and continue moving into hip extension as you do this exercise.